So I have a confession. I did something slightly crazy this fall. 3 weeks after coming home from Polyface, I decided to get chicks. Got chicks? Now why in the world did I want to brood and have to care for chicks in the winter? Well, I love farm fresh eggs, and if I waited to get chicks till the spring, I wouldn't be getting my own eggs until fall, and that just didn't seem like a good idea. And so I brooded the chicks inside our insulated shop here, gave them a nice heat lamp. They're super cozy, but today is the day that they are moving from the warmth into the cold, from the brooder out to the coop. So there's 20 of them. It's like 30-some degrees. Next week it plummets, so I was like, now is the time. Let's get to it. And that's a wrap. Look at this. They're wandering around. They don't seem cold at all, so that's good. They've got some water. They've got some food. They've got some heat. And they are just loving this. So we have had a cold snap this past week. This is about 2 weeks after moving the chicks out. And we've had highs in the low single digits and lows well below 0. And this is what I was nervous about when I put the chicks outside. So I was really curious to see how they did. So let's go check on them. Wow, look at them. They did absolutely fantastic. So there were a few things that I think really contributed to the success of moving from the brooder to the coop. Number one, I did have supplemental heat in the coop. So I have a sweeter heater, like panel heater. That's what I typically use for my laying hens over the winter. And then I also put in a heat lamp. And I'm gonna slowly wean them off the heat lamp, but I just wanted them to have a little extra warmth. Number two, our coop is very well insulated. So it naturally holds heat well. There's a lot of insulation in the walls and in the ceiling, and so it keeps warmth in very easily. Number three is I have the bedding in the coop bedded very deeply. I also waited until the birds were older than normal to move them out of the coop. So instead of the typical 3-4 weeks, I waited till they were 6 weeks old. So that meant they were fully feathered and could regulate their own body temperature a lot better. And then finally, I made sure to have heated water in there. Now, if I put water under the heat lamp area, it would probably stay nice and unthawed without it, but I wanted them to move around a little bit more, and with the heated water, the water is a nice warmer temperature that makes the chicks more likely to drink. Because of all those things, I think the transition went super smooth, and I'm really excited to see how the rest of the winter goes. So, only a few more months till I finally have my own eggs for breakfast again. I am super excited. Thanks for following along.